Do you have a market dominating position? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how you can stand alone in the market instead of trying to compete. Why would you ever do that? My name is Leary, and small business owners and entrepreneurs hire me to find hidden profits inside their business using my simple 5-step power profit formula so that they don't have to spend more on advertising. In every single episode, I'm going to give you an actionable tactic or two that you can immediately implement that will attract more clients and give you an advantage over your competition. If you stay until the end, drop me a message, drop me a line below, and I will send you a copy of my book, 45 and 45. I'll give you more examples on how you can find your own market dominating position. So let's talk about what market dominating position is and see how you can create one of your own if you haven't already done that. So what is it? What is it? So a market dominating position is basically something that you're going to do so that you, again, stand alone in the marketplace. You don't need to create anything new. You don't need to do anything, Elon Musk like. No. What you need to do is show what value you are adding as a benefit so that you and only you can be their only choice. So you are going to show your clients, your customers, why they really, like what benefit you are giving them that makes them be like, oh my God, I would totally not go to anybody else. Whether maybe you, let's just go through a couple of examples, okay? So the first example, I'm going to do two that I hope everybody knows. Let's see. The first one is Nike. I know everybody knows Nike, right? So what is Nike's market dominating position? They are all about athletes, right? They're always using top athletes as the face of their company. They're the ones that are talking about their company. So they are getting to you on that level. Best quality, that's another thing that they want you to feel like their brand has to offer, is they are all about, high athletic performance, about best quality in their shoes and in their outfits. And then they're also about being cool, right? I mean, everybody cool wears Nike. So these are the kinds of positioning things that they're doing. Now, how they get there, we're going to talk about in a little bit, but just know that those are three of their positioning ways, right? That they want you to realize that those are the benefits they have over every other brand. So Zappos. Does everybody know what Zappos is? Zappos is an online shoe store. So women probably definitely know this. Men, I'm not so sure. But it is a very, very big company, and they are killing it with shoes. And it's a really hard sell because if you think about it, people want to go and try shoes on. So when they first came up with this concept, people were like, you're crazy. That will never work. So they needed to, just their position alone that they're selling their shoes online is almost their market dominating position. But that alone would not have sold their shoes. Why? Because people want to try on their shoes. So what did they do? They figured, okay, this is their biggest objection. Let's figure out how we can handle that. You can use that in your business, right? So they took that biggest objection and made it one of their greatest benefits that they can offer to their customers. So Zappos is all about one, variety. They have more than any shoe store you could go into, right? They have thousands and thousands of shoes, just huge, I might be exaggerating with the thousands and thousands, but they have an enormous variety of shoes. So you can get almost everything and anything you want on Zappos. So that's number one, variety. Then again, customer service is top notch. They knew that they really needed to focus in on that customer service if they were going to sell shoes online. And then the third thing that they did was tackle that objection. They have the easiest return policy that does not cost their customers a dime. They had to do that in order to get the customers confident enough to buy their shoes online instead of going into the store to try them on. You can now buy them online, try them on, and send them back if they don't fit, free of charge. So it is an amazing, amazing way that they have set themselves apart in the whole industry, really, even compared to the shoe stores, physical locations, because they've got that variety. So their value added position was enormous, and their sales and profits are definitely showing how great of a job they did. So the third thing I want to talk about is how we're competing. So in a market dominating position, I said, don't compete, right? Make yourself stand alone. Make you be the only choice. How do you do that? It's not by price. I never once said price, right? Nike's not the cheapest. Zappos doesn't have the rock bottom prices. That's not what they compete against. They don't say, hey, come to Zappos, we have the cheapest prices, ever, right? And maybe they do have better prices because they're ordering in such quantities. However, that is not how they compete. They compete on their benefits that they are offering. And that is what gives them that market dominating position. And that's what I want you to do. So think of several different things. Number one, how does it make you feel? So people buy Nike, according to them, quality, right? Best quality shoes. But is that really, do people know that those are the best quality shoes? Or do they feel like I have the best quality shoes on? It makes them feel like they have top-notch shoes, that they are better performers. It makes them feel like they are cool, right? Nikes make people feel like, whoa, I am ready to rock. I can conquer the world. That's the image and the impression that they want you to get when you wear Nikes. They want you to feel like, yes, I can do this. And that's the message in all of their marketing that they put out there. You know, what's their slogan? Just do it. So Nike, just do it, right? That's their slogan. You can. And it makes you feel like you can. And that is exactly what they want to do. Not any other shoe makes you feel like, oh, I got this. That's where they stand out. So Zappos, think about how they stand out. They make you feel so safe and secure. I can get whatever kind of shoe I want. I can have it in my house. I can ship it back. That feeling of satisfaction and excitement when you can shop all those different shoes and then feel so happy every time you get a pair of shoes. Happiness, right? That's what they're selling. They're selling that feeling of I can get whatever shoe I want whenever I want because I've got all of these shoes, the variety to choose from, and it's no hassle. Customer service is the best. All of these things make people feel comfortable and confident in that buying, which is what they needed you to feel to get you to start buying from them. And they did an amazing job. So I want you to look at where you are in your market. Shoes are basically, a commodity. I mean, everybody has shoes. Not stores wise, I'm talking about people. Every single person has a pair of sneakers, a pair of flip-flops, a pair of whatever it is. We all have them. But how do you get from being just a pair of sneakers to Nike? That's where you need to be in your market. Now, are you going to compete with Nike if you are trying to sell sneakers? No. No, you're not, right? Because number one, you can't. You cannot compete with Nike. So how do you get your own piece of that sneakers market? There is a guy online that does, I don't know if he refurbishes the sneakers, but he customizes the sneakers. And he's created an entire market for himself because people are loving what he's doing, right? So create that market for yourself, but do it on value-based, value-added, right? Value-added, that's what it is. You want to make sure that they get that emotion of the value that you are adding. That is where it's all about. So value-added, emotion. Combine those two and you have yourself a market dominating position. And we talk about this in a couple other videos, so I will link to those up on top or below this video. If you are interested in 45 and 45, that's my book on more or less the 5-step power profit formula. I will send it over to you if you just drop me a comment below.